The professors, they don't always have your best interest at heart, but these faculty, they do. They want to know about you. They want to know about your life and help you succeed in school. And for me, as an aspiring teacher, I can identify with the statistics that everybody is bringing up on the other side. I agree with all of those, but please don't forget community colleges either. Thank you for having us.
Browning, Justin Henry, Manny Ortiz, over here, and Nancy Dickerman, Nancy McMorris Addicts, and Greg Holmes, over there, please.
How's it going, guys? My name is Manny Ortiz. I attend LBCC. I'm an ambassador there right now. And thanks for being here and giving us a chance to speak. On behalf of what of our needs, pretty much. Tell a little about me. I'm 30 years old. It's definitely never too late to go to school. I do have a kid, and that's pretty much, what you see in a community college. We're not just a straight student, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on beyond just school for us. So flexibility has been the issue. Being able to, because I have to have a job. And then on top of that, get financial aid. And it seems like ever since I started, that that chip that I get that helps me out, throughout the months has really shrunk, close to like $400 or $500 every time, which means that I have to really stretch, in kind of, especially for the things that I really need, like food. Gas has gone up, and books are really expensive. I had to sometimes go without having a book in class because it was too much money. I just want to emphasize pretty much that community colleges, are that step that's going to take, open up doors, to better our future. And that's one of the reasons when I'm attend LBCC, because I want to better my life. We definitely need the resources. I have seen a lot of kids not being able to attend school because of how much tuition and books themselves are. And I just feel like I'm almost done with school, but I feel like it's been almost like a climb, especially this last year and a half. More money that I have to, that I get, more money that I have to spend for school. Gas has gone up. The only thing I want, like Amanda said, don't forget community college students. We really need you guys' help. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nancy Dickerman, and I work for Salem Kaiser School District. So welcome to our grounds. I am the office manager at Morningside Elementary, and I am here today representing PACE. PACE stands for Professional Action Committee for Education. Membership is comprised of 5 representatives from each employee group: licensed, classified, administrative staff, and central administration. We have continuing conversations about issues that are of importance to each and every student and employee of the district. And let me tell you, it has been a pleasure. I went to my first meeting, and I left just blown away. I am so happy to be a part of PACE. Our goal is to have every single student be successful. We believe that educating the whole child, arts, athletics, extracurricular activities are a critical component of an education. Tonight, I'm going to give you 3 points. Point number 1. We need stable and adequate funding for our schools here in Salem Kaiser and all across Oregon. With stable and adequate funding, districts can recruit, retain, train, and support the best educators. Supporting and developing staff is only becoming more and more important as standards and expectations continue to grow. And I experienced this firsthand. I support my principal, and this is very crucial. We need good curriculum, use of technology, and time for staffs to work collaboratively, examining data and aligning their work to research-proven practices. Point number 2, some of our schools, including McKay and Hallman, are making tremendous strides in student achievement, and particularly with minority and students of poverty because of their wise use of federal grant monies. They are investing in professional development and extending the learning opportunities through summer school, after school, and Saturday school. We would like to see the state invest in these initiatives. Point number 3, we support the OEIB emphasis on reading because reading opens all other subjects to our students. We also support the effort to increase parent engagement, as parents play a huge role in student success. We agree that STEM education keeps us competitive in the global economy, and the focus on quality educators will set the stage for success in all of these areas. In Salem Keizer, we have done all of these and have seen great results. The graduation rates keep climbing, and more students are going out of our doors ready for college. We urge you to focus our efforts and resources on these vital initiatives. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and good luck.
Hi, my name is Justin Green. Thank you again for this opportunity to hear my voice. I'm just going to give you a little background of my history, I guess. I come from a working class, single parent household. Growing up, we didn't have a lot. My mother worked 2 jobs. She left for work early in the morning, got back late at night. She didn't have a high school education, but she emphasized to my brother and I, education is very important. So both of us, we worked very hard in school. We didn't have much, but we always had books around. So we did well in school. Both my brother and I graduated at the top of our high school classes. My brother recently graduated from medical school with close to $500,000 in debt. He's in residency right now. And if you don't know, doctors don't make very much, and especially residency programs. I recently graduated from the university with close to $30,000 in debt. And I just want to emphasize that we cannot afford, with only 2 out of 10 students qualify for the Oregon Opportunity Grant, actually receiving that award. We just can't afford, people like me can't afford continued increases to tuition. And I just would emphasize to you, please keep in mind higher education. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Nancy McMorris-Adams. I'm the chairperson of the Salem Keizer School Board. And again, I'd also like to welcome you to our building here at McKay. This is my 4th year as a school board member, and I've been an active member of the community for over 30 years, an active parent volunteer in the schools for over 20 years, and a small business owner for the past 14 years. When I joined the school board, the district was already making budget cuts, and we're still in budget cutting mode. In fact, over the past 4 years, the Salem Keizer School District has cut $125 million from the budget. This has resulted in layoffs of teachers, thereby increasing the number of students in each class, cutting funding for supplies and materials for students and teachers, cuts to infrastructure, closure of schools, support staff layoffs, and furlough days for all staff. And we are not done. Early forecasting indicates we have yet another 2 years of cuts in front of us. It's vital that we figure out how we can provide stable and adequate funding for public education. By stable, I do not mean giving K-12 education a smaller and smaller portion of the state pie. We need to fund a complete school year without furlough days. Our students' futures hang in the balance. I am incredibly proud of the Salem Keizer staff. Despite the higher class sizes, scarce resources, the loss of colleagues, they continued their focus on student success. This is evident in our increase in graduation rates and our continued growth in reading and math scores for all students. However, I am extremely concerned about the sustainability of these efforts as we face additional cuts to school budgets. I'm supportive of many of the reforms and change initiatives that the OEIB has talked about. However, I feel strongly that you consider the budgetary context in which these changes are occurring. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you tonight.
First up, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen to all of our voices. It really means a lot that you are coming around the state and coming to our communities. My name is Emily, and I am starting out my first term as a freshman at Lynn Community College on the road to becoming a high school teacher. And I gotta tell you guys, I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm gonna rack up 40 grand in debt to go into a field where teachers' jobs are getting cut as well as their salaries. That terrifies me. And I just want to say that you guys really should pay attention to how much our tuition increases affect our ability to complete. Because when we're looking at paying more and more and going more and more into debt to school, I have so many friends who have dropped out because of that proposition, because they're looking at tuition rise and they don't want to take out more and more debt because they don't think they're going to have a job when they get out. And so please pay attention to how much we're paying, because that is going to directly affect the outcome of 40-40-20. And I mean, community colleges, they're awesome. We have small class sizes, the students are great. And so I'm not only asking you to pay attention just because we're part of the equation, but because we deserve it. Community colleges work so hard to benefit our community, and we deserve your support because this is going to be our future. They start at community colleges. Thank you for your time.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to share with the OEIB the important role and needs of Oregon's 17 community colleges. On behalf of Bruce Koike, Interim President of Oregon Coast Community College, I present the following testimony. My name is Greg Holmes. I am the Director of Finance and Business Operations at Oregon Coast Community College in Newport, Oregon. Over the last 5 years, the level of state support to the community colleges declined from $500 million to $395 million in the current biennium. This represents a 23% reduction. This reduced support results in program closures, higher tuition, less course offerings, and canceled classes. These necessary actions negatively impact students' options and the ability to progress through their course of study and to achieve their goals of earning 15 or 30 credits in a year, or to fulfill their aspirations of earning degrees or certificates. All community colleges, and in particular those that serve rural communities, cannot stay in the higher cost programs such as nursing, even though these programs contribute significantly to the economic and quality of life in these portions of the state. With adequate funding, Oregon community colleges will be well equipped to creatively and collaboratively increase capacity to achieve the 40-40-20 goals. In closing, I ask you to consider reversing the trend of divesting in community colleges by supporting the Community College Student Support Fund budget request of $510 million. This is a student flow model designed by National Center for Higher Education Management Systems. Demonstrates the capacity and resources needed for Oregon to meet the 40-40-20 goal by 2025. Again, thank you for considering the importance of how Oregon's 17 community colleges can contribute to the state's goal of a greater educational attainment.
James Smith, Derek Smith, and Eric Null on this side, please. And Gloria London, Janice Graves,